Yeah, I think my career up in the point where after the season in St. Louis was sort of a crazy up and down ride, and I really enjoyed my time in Philadelphia. Unfortunately after my first year, Andrew was fired, but enjoyed playing for Chip Kelly and his staff. Had a lot of success, and then I was traded to St. Louis, and I was trying to do everything I could to adapt and help the team win, and we had some great wins, but ultimately. We didn't play well enough. I didn't play well enough personally, and ended up having a really rough year. Ended up getting benched, and it wasn't really the benching part. It's more just the enjoyment of football, like going to work every day. I'd really lost the joy of the game, and I really started questioning, like, man, if I feel this way when I step into the building, I'm going to work. Like, I don't know if I can do it because I don't enjoy it. My heart's not in it, and to do something like football or anything in life, like you really have to enjoy it, or it's just you're going to dread it. You're going to want to look at the clock, and you're going to want the day to be over and go home, and you're almost wasting time. You're not really doing, anything that juices you, that excites you. So I was having that struggle, and at that time I was like, you know what, I'm going to just pursue. I can't do this anymore. I can't pick up a football. It was a long 6-8 month process of really just pondering it after the season. And there was a time where finally I was released from the Rams. And just had a lot of time to myself to really think, talking to my wife, and was able to get away and go on a camping and fly fishing trip, and got to get out in the wilderness without any football expectations and whatnot. And once I got back from it, the reality of everything was setting in, and I sat down with my wife. We had some tough conversations, and I remember one where she's always been the most supportive. She's always been my biggest fan, but she knew I was facing something that was deeper inside me than I realized, that was really affecting me, that affected my judgment, and I was basically, was struggling and having fear of playing football. And, I said a prayer just for guidance from God, and I'd said it 1,000 times in this situation, but this was one of the first times where I felt a sense of peace, and really just, he was saying, just trust me, and all you do, glorify me, and don't forget about me. And, I realized at that point that the thing that would take more faith would be to go back and play football, because it's quite frankly the thing I didn't want to do. I knew I had a love for football my entire life, and I had lost it. And I knew that if anyone could restore it and I could use that platform to glorify him, it would be God.